Welcome to the Next Step Digital Transformation Series. This series gears towards helping you and your business take that next step to success. I am your Next Step boss, Mohan Beckford. You might be wondering what this series is about. In a nutshell, it is geared towards helping you and your business grow in the digital space and beyond. With that being said, I am sure you already know that this episode will be about, as the title suggested, I will be sharing my journey on how I became the Next Step boss. Just before I take you on this journey with me, there are a few curious minds as to who Mohan Beckford is. What's my biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve, I believe, is trying to help someone who has only negative responses. Now, there are some persons that will approach you and say, hey, they're willing to, or they're ready, or they're thinking about starting their business, and you will ask what the idea is. They will tell you the idea, but yet still they're telling you, oh, I don't think it's a good idea. Why are you even talking to me then, if so be the case? Now, I mean, for me, how do I like to start my day? For me, I like to start my day early, about 3:34, and energize my mind. I do this by listening to something uplifting, like maybe an episode of from Les Brown. I'll read articles about digital marketing, in the latest news section, or I will read a book. As it is now, I am rereading the Rereading Jump by Steve Harvey. What excites me the most? I get excited when it comes to opportunities for helping others. When I know that I was able to make a difference at the end of the day, I feel satisfied and motivated. This motivation is the very reason why I wanted to become an entrepreneur in this first place. So what do I mean by opportunities to help people? There are many persons we have served. And by serving those persons, we have seen them flourish. We have seen their multi-million-dollar campaign being launched. We have their staff grow from one person, the entrepreneur, to 10, 20, 25 persons. So that's what excites me the most. What's my go-to productivity tool? My go-to productivity tool, you might find it to be very ridiculous, however, but it's something that I have learned along the way, and it has become, a great help. My productivity trick is put it in the calendar. If it's not in the calendar, it's not gonna get done, So at the very first day, as simple as it might be, if it's not in the calendar and there's a reminder, it's not going to get done. So that's my productivity trick. Everything has to go into the calendar. You might be surprised that of what I put in my calendar as a reminder to get done. Now, separate and apart from that, I am an entrepreneur, and I'm sure you would love to know what my journey has been like. My journey has been, there has been ups and downs as I transition from phase to phase in my journey as an entrepreneur. But I want to share that journey with you. But in sharing that journey, I don't want to focus on the glitter and the glamour of the journey. What I want to do is to focus on the misconceptions of the journey, What do I mean by misconception? For many of us, we want to be an entrepreneur because we usually say, well, we want to be able to manage our time, we want to be able to work less hours, so on and so forth. But regrettably, or surprisingly, that's what I thought as well. And when I started, I realized that being an entrepreneur is nothing as sugar-coated as persons may make it seem. Because I realized that I have to work constantly. When you're in your 9 to 5, you would probably stop working at 5 o'clock. But as an entrepreneur, when 5 o'clock comes, you are actually going on round 2 up to about 12, 1 o'clock in the night or so. So at the end of the day, those are some of the things that, that's one of the things that persons believe initially, that you'd be able to have a lot of time, so on and so forth. But I can tell you that you'd have to work hard and work long hours in your business before you can achieve the result that you want to achieve. And working in your business for long hours, I know there's this book I've read, I think it's Michael Gerber who wrote the book. It's called E-Myth, and he said a true entrepreneur actually works on their business and not in their business. But in my opinion, I feel that you have to work in your business. You have to work in your business before you can work on it. And working in your business, I have seen, especially from my experience, that initially you wear a lot of hats. So initially you're not the chief executive officer. You are the chief everything officer. You are the marketing manager. You are the production manager. You are the human resource manager. You are the accountant. So at the end of the day, you have to play all those roles in order to get your business up, and you have to play them smoothly. And over time, as you grow and as you matriculate in your business, you employ a marketing person. So that marketing person, you take that hat from you. You employ an accountant, and that accountant takes that hat from you. You employ, in my case, other creative persons who take those creative hats from you, and as soon as all those hats are taken, then you will be left with the hat of the CEO, which is the Chief Executive Officer of your business. And that's how you grow within your business. Another thing that I realized along the journey is you have to be very adaptable in your business. You have to be very, very adaptable in your business. And being adaptable in your business means that sometimes you will plan to go north, and then everything just take a turn to either east or west, or even south. So at the end of the day, you have to be a chameleon. You have to be very flexible in order to grow. So most times, what you set out to be or what you set out to do is not what you're doing. What you expect is not what you would be realizing. So at the end of the day, you have to be very adaptable if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. You have to be very adaptable. One of the things I have learned along the journey is you have to have a tough skin. If your skin is too thin, you will not be able to grow your business or to realize your business in such a way that it is meaningful for you, because there will be a lot of friends who will tell you your idea is no good. There will be a lot of family members who will tell you your idea is no good. And there will be a lot of customers who will tell you that you don't know what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you have to trust God and you have to trust yourself. And what you have to do is to reimagine, take those constructive criticism and build on them to become powerful. If everything in life, the yin and the yang, there's the good and the bad in everything. So at the end of the day, you have to have a tough skin in order to grow and to be better within your business. Now, along the journey of being an entrepreneur, there's a lot of, I mentioned some stuff that you have to be aware of, but there's the sweet spot as well. Being an entrepreneur, especially when you get that first big check from your client, you are very excited about that, and that thrill is it lives within you. So at the end of the day, there is the opportunity to make a lot of money that you hope to make, but that doesn't come overnight. What I would say to you is, be comfortable making $10, be comfortable making that $20, be comfortable making that $100, be comfortable, and as you make those, you start making 1,000, you start making 10,000, you start making 100,000 US dollars, that is. You start making those, and when you start make those, you become a little bit more comfortable and confident in what you're doing, to know that, hey, this is being rewarding so far. But it's not something that everyone has different luck, right? Everyone has different luck, but it is very important to know that I might make 100,000, 200,000 US in my first year of business, but you, in your first year, you probably make 20,000 US dollars in your first year of business. But that doesn't mean what you're doing is not good or it's not important. It's just that everybody's journey is set out differently, and it is important for you to carve your own journey and live within your own space and grow that space, so that you become a better entrepreneur. Now, I think out of everything I have said, the most important thing I would say to you is, you as an entrepreneur must evolve. They say knowledge is king, and it is. For me, I have transformed myself in many different ways, where getting different certification, being a Google partner is concerned, being a HubSpot business partner is concerned, being a Facebook manager partner is concerned. All those things I have transformed myself. I have learned those things. I've developed those things. They said success leaves trails. So at the very first thing is, you try to read, or you try to follow, or you try to listen to persons who have done what you're trying to do, and along their journey. It's not that your journey and their journey will be the same, but you follow that journey to pick up on their mistakes, to learn from them. And I believe that if say, for example, Warren Buffett writes his biography, and there are jewels that is in there. There are important points that he would have experienced that you can learn from. So at the end of the day, it is important to re-educate yourself. It is important to develop yourself continuously. Let's say learning is a lifelong process, and you never stop learning until you're dead. So that is something that you're gonna have to do. There's a misconception as well when you are an entrepreneur that I would want to advise you to stay away from. And that misconception is, believe that it's only you alone can do it. It's only you alone can do it right. And I used to say it, I wish I could duplicate myself. But then I have learned to understand that at the end of the day, when you're staffing, when you are getting people to build that team, you want persons who know more than you do. You want persons who are in a better space than you do, and you want to be able to learn from those persons, and that's the way your business is going to grow. Fresh ideas, new ideas. Open up yourself to be instructed by those who you employ, those persons who are on your team. They come with a different perspective. Be open to those, and your business will definitely will definitely go and go smoothly. If at the end of the day, for me, I always seize different opportunities. So we started off as, you know, a company in Jamaica. We started off, and then, you know, we expanded across North America, and we now have a branch in Canada as well, where we serve, you know, fresh entrepreneur persons who are just started, and we also serve multi-million-dollar companies. So the series is going to be very interesting, and there's a lot for you to learn, and there's a lot, you know, for you to get out of it. As we go through the different episodes, you will get a better sense of, you know, what, you know. I hope you'll be motivated after hearing the stories and the testimonies from all the other ex-entrepreneurs. So, you know, once we go into further down into the series, you will be able to, I hope you will be motivated after hearing how the journey of the other entrepreneurs, those especially those who are helped and those who are, as I said before, entrepreneurs just like yourself, who were in their 9 to 5, they were wondering if they should start, they were pondering. But the beauty about it is they started and they took that next step, and we were able to transition them smoothly out of just having an idea, out of just having, you know, a one-man kind of show kind of thing, into full-fledged businesses that are growing and growing tremendously, and that brings us joy. So we want to use these series just to bring you down that journey, show you other person's experiences, give you tips as to how you can grow your business as an entrepreneur, what sort of mindset you need to approach this journey with. And at the end of the day, you might not get it now, as in you might not know exactly what is it you want. If you know, that would be good. But there are most times, most entrepreneurs want what they start out thinking that they will be doing is not what they ended up doing. So at the end of the day, you have to be very flexible, and you have to be very adaptable based on the clientele, based on the environment, what is happening now. And further on, you know, in the series, we will talk about how you can grow your business digitally, so that, you know, you're very much successful with getting everything completed as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship can be very rewarding, and it can be you know, heartbreaking as well. As an entrepreneur, you can have sleepless nights, but you can also have a lot of trips and fun times as well. However, at the end of the day, I would want to say to you that be bold and take that next step, because if it's not today, then when? Take that step today, go into your journey, plan your way out. You know, contact us, let us talk, and we will help you find your way where that is concerned. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Next step, show digital transformation will help you to take that next step in your business. If you have a business idea and you don't know where to start, stay tuned for other episodes and you will learn much more. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until then, take that next step. I am Mohan Bedford, your next step.
Next Step Show Digital Transformation,
where we help you to
Hold on.
to the end of this episode for the digital transformation series. You to take business, to take your business, where we help you to take your business. Do you have a business idea? Do you have a business idea, but you are unsure? Keep taking that next step.
can we do that again? Yes, please. Next Step Show Digital Transformation. Next Step Show Digital Transformation.
Business